You're listening to KOZQ, Waynesville, St. Robert, Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. It's Waynesville Tiger Baseball on 102.3 FM. Join us this spring as the Tigers march through the season. Our games are brought to you by Air Serve Heating and Air, the Marys County Bank, Mailbox It, Lowe's Chevrolet, Memorial Chapels and Crematory of Waynesville, St. Robert, Ed Morris Ford, your shelter insurance agents, Dave Holland in Richland and John Gregory in Crocker, the Bank of Crocker, St. Robert Auto Supply, Phelps Health, the Bank of Iberia, and the Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company. Let's play ball with your Waynesville Tigers.
And a very good afternoon to you and yours out here at Wayne Bandy Baseball Field in Waynesville once more for Waynesville Tiger Baseball. As the Tigers once again return to Waynesville to take on one of the best teams in Class 5, the Glendale Falcons. Connor Harbert here with you today, Z102.3. Glad you could join me for some baseball. Of course, baseball on both our stations tonight. High school baseball here, St. Louis Cardinals baseball over on 97.9 The Source. But our game getting started a little bit earlier before the nightcap, before the Cardinals get going their series against the Pittsburgh Pirates. So again, like I said, one of the best teams in Class 5 visiting Waynesville here today. Definitely going to be a tough test ahead of the Tigers. Glendale, haven't checked the most updated rankings. I'm sure I can find them here in just a few clicks of a button. But you might remember last week when we were out here when the Tigers took on Camdenton, Glendale was number 1 ranked in Class 5. Curious to see if that continues on into this part of the season. But that really tells you this Falcons team is not messing around. I still believe only 1 loss on the season. Of course, we'll talk about all that here in just a few moments. Both teams warming up out on the field at the moment. Waynesville, they are going through I.O. here right now. So I'll keep checking on those things here. But again, Waynesville, they did lose their last time out. Lost by 1 run, unfortunately, to the Central Bulldogs. So still trying to get back in the win column. Just that 1 win at the beginning of the year against Lakeway. 1-7, in fact. So you take that loss against Central, you say, well, we got close. Let's get over the hump here today. I know it might be a bit more of a challenge here. Glendale definitely a little bit better than Central on the season, but you got to take away the positives. You got to shake off the negatives and come out strong here in this one. Got starting lineups. Everything is all set and ready to go. Just waiting for our 2 teams ready to go. Our umpires, they are here. They have also checked in. I do believe at least they've checked in on the field, perhaps. Might be seeing them make their way up here toward the press box before sooner rather than later. But hey, let's go ahead and take our first break of the day. Big thank you to all of our sponsors who make this broadcast possible. Of course, we'll read them off at some point. You'll also be hearing from them throughout today's broadcast as well. But we're going to go ahead and take for ourselves a few minutes for a timeout. Back in about 3 minutes, you're listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball right here at Z102.3.
Turn on the heat. Call Air Serve Heating and Air in West Waynesville and get your existing system checked and serviced. If it's time to step up and get a new system, the Luxair high-performance heating and air equipment is top of the line. Luxair sets the standard year in and year out with new features and innovations in the industry and has since 1954. Your Luxair system is just a phone call away at Air Serve Heating and Air at 433-3613 or stop by the office on Historic Route 66 in West Waynesville and ask about the Luxair Advantage. New Year's savings all the way through February at St. Robert Auto Supply, your Napa parts store. Get $20 to $25 rebates on the purchase of Legend and Legend Premium AGM and AAA branded automotive batteries. Since it's the coldest time of the year, several Napa brand battery chargers are on sale too, as well as booster cables. Save 50% on Napa night vision headlights. All the oil and antifreeze you'll ever need, you'll find at St. Robert Auto Supply. And pick up a gallon jug of Peak Window De-Icer Windshield Wash in anti-frost purple, $4.49. This and more at your Napa parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply, where you get the good stuff 7 days a week.
Let's just try not to embarrass ourselves and everything will be fine.
Is that a Pepsi Vanilla?
Oh no, please not here, not now.
Oh, too late. Steve, it's flavor time, baby, and we're coming to you live with the smoothest cat in the city, Pepsi Vanilla.
No, it's not flavor time.
With a flavor so rich and a taste so smooth. It's delicious. It's refreshing.
Dude, seriously, does this always have to happen when you drink Pepsi Vanilla?
Ooh, yeah, baby.
Pepsi Vanilla, now available in 0 sugar. That's what I like.
When the chaos is over and the dust settles, It's a relief to see that big old tree you've always loved still there, unharmed and confident. Confidence that brings about trust and comfort from a full-service bank right here in your own community. Your one stop for savings, checking, home equity and auto loans, and CDs and money markets. That's your protection from the storm.
The Bank of Iberia in 2 locations, Iberia and Waynesville. Come on in to the Bank of Iberia.
Ever think about living to be 100 years old? Well, maybe you will. Hello, this is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. Making plans and being prepared for events in our lives is the right thing to do. At Memorial Chapels, we offer many choices in funeral planning, and we're always available to discuss options regarding how best to fund those choices. Because when it comes to important events in life, you really need to get prepared.
Mailbox It in St. Robert is now your complete shipping headquarters. Mailbox It is a UPS authorized shipping agent. They can ship your package UPS, accept UPS drop-offs, and can accept UPS returns with a shipping label. Add FedEx and the United States Postal Service, and why go anywhere else? Mailbox It is the go-to resource for packing, shipping, printing, and business service needs. Mailbox It is a copy, print, and document service center. They can even print your photos and canvases. Mailbox It, 213 Suite 3, St. Robert Boulevard.
Once again, welcome back here to Wayne Bandy Baseball Field here in Waynesville as we're awaiting the start of today's high school baseball contest. Again, the Waynesville Tigers back at home taking on the Glendale Falcons. Connor Harbin here with you today, Z102.3. Glad you could join me for what should be a fun and exciting baseball contest here. Again, Waynesville trying to get back in the win column here. They have dropped their last 7 games. A narrow loss last time out to Central out of Springfield. Glendale, meanwhile, they are coming in with a record of 12-1. They have won their last 5 games, including a shutout win against Rolla earlier this week. So Waynesville going to need to be on their A game here in this one. You'll see some new names in the starting lineup here today. Some names that we haven't seen on broadcast, of course, during those away games. May have seen them in action. Otherwise, you're going to see some familiar names as well on the mound for the Tigers. Once again, that's going to be Peyton Breeden. As it turns out, when you do about 1 game a week and you're cycling through those starters, well, we might be synced up with Peyton Breeden starts here this season, so he'll be the one on the mound to get things going. We'll get your full starting lineups here in just a moment. But of course, just letting you know, once again, our schedule. This our only game of the week as far as high school goes. Next week, it'll be a busy week for the Waynesville Tigers. 3 games scheduled before we even get to our next broadcast on Thursday. We will carry just one of those games. They do have one home game planned. That will be the Kickapoo Chiefs coming to town on the 20th. So do keep that in mind. We will have that Kickapoo game for you, but they will also play Union. They'll play Potosi, and they'll be at Lebanon there as well. I do believe the Union and Potosi games, I believe that is a package of games, and that's actually just in a couple days. So strike what I said about next week, but they will be busy this Saturday as they travel to Union. So we'll see how this one really kind of comes to pass here. Again, you got some names. We'll go over the starting lineups. How about that? We'll go over it once again as we approach the start of today's game. As we take a look at the Waynesville starting lineup, batting leadoff once more. And that'll be your center fielder, Zach Emperado. Of course, he will once again be leading off here. I believe he's led off all 3 games we've carried for you on the air this season. Batting second, that'll be your designated hitter. That'll be Ethan Heberling, who will get out there. He will be the designated hitter today, usually playing short, but designated hitter here today. Batting third, that'll be your catcher, David Vernon, once again behind the plate. And then batting cleanup for you, that'll be the right fielder in Creed Jones. Batting fifth, man on the mound. Again, we mentioned Peyton Breeden, once again getting the start here on today's broadcast. Batting sixth will be your second baseman in Jackson Goforth. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Wesley Dye. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Hunter Althusius. And then batting ninth will be your left fielder in Justin Zuber. So, of course, got to note, there is going to be a player out in the field who's not batting in this one. That would be Eli Vore. He will be playing at short in place of Heberling. Heberling, the designated hitter. And then Vore, he will be the man out in the field for Waynesville. Then, taking a quick look here at the Glendale starting lineup, they look a little something like this. Batting leadoff, the shortstop, Brooks Kettering, and then batting second will be your center fielder in DJ Colefield. Batting third, the left fielder, Sebastian Norman. Batting fourth is the third baseman, Mark Ross. Batting fifth, your designated hitter in Alex Rankin. Batting sixth, the second baseman in Cam Stratton. Then batting seventh, you'll have the first baseman, Carter Lewis. Batting eighth, the right fielder, Kellen Lindstrom. And then behind the plate, batting ninth, you will have Graham Satterwile. Of course, you got one more player out there. That'll be the man on the mound getting the start for Glendale here today. That is going to be Drew Repogel. So again, Glendale 12-1 on the season, kind of taking a look at what they have done here this season. I mentioned 5-game winning streak for you. They've taken on teams like Rolla, a 10-0 win against Rolla back on Tuesday. For that, a 5-4 win on the road at Webb City. Webb City, usually a fairly decent program, so a big win for Parkview there in that one. Webb City 8-6 on the season there. And then a win 10-5 against Hickman. Hickman coming to town there. That's another program with a winning record here this season. Big win over Parkview 11-1 back on April the 6th. Parkview, of course, they are 3-12. We'll see them later on. We'll see them in the month of May. Waynesville will. And then, of course, to start off the win streak, that was April 4th, a win over the Hillcrest Hornets. Of course, Waynesville, they've already seen Hillcrest. They were defeated by the Hornets earlier this season. Last time Glendale took a loss, well, it was their only loss. It was a 5-2 loss to Kearney as a part of the Red and Blue tournament a few weeks ago. So, again, I'll stress it once more. Waynesville going to need to be on their A game here today. I think one of the most important things, when you kind of take a look at that Camdenton game, we really talked about that in the post game for a moment. It's important to not beat yourself. You know, you're going to be playing a tough opponent here today. They're going to swing the bat. They're going to go ahead and bring some of that heat on the mound. But you've got to be ready to make the play. Let them get the doubles. Force them to get doubles and triples to beat you. Can't commit errors. You can't swing and misses at pitches well outside the zone. Had a sneeze there for a second, but you really have to make the plays that you know are correct. When the ball comes to you, when you can get it out, you got to convert on that opportunity. You can't give Glendale any more chances than they're already going to give themselves. So we'll see if the Tigers are capable of doing that here today, but for now we're going to go and take ourselves another timeout. Of course, Glendale still taking IO out on the field. Looks like going to be starting just a little bit later than our scheduled 4:30 start, but we'll go ahead and keep you every step of the way. So, again, we're going to go ahead and take ourselves another 3-minute timeout. We'll be right back. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball. It's right here on Z102.3.
As the years go by, everything gets older, even the new seeds just planted. Getting older means getting wiser. And in the banking business, that means keeping up with the times. For 112 years, the Bank of Crocker has met the needs of the Fort Wood area and exceeded those needs with the most modern banking services available. With Android and Apple mobile banking apps, and at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is a click away no matter where you are. Personal hometown service, however, has not changed. That's one thing that's stayed the same as the Bank of Crocker turns 112. The Bank of Crocker, with 4 locations in Crocker, Richland, Waynesville, and St. Robert. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Hey folks, Mike Freeman with Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert, where you'll always get more. With one of the largest pre-owned inventories in the area, you'll get more selection. With a friendly professional sales team, you'll get more customer service. And with incredible deals right now on every pre-owned in stock, you'll get more for your money. Come by Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert today or shop 24/7 at edmorsefordstrobert.com. And remember, you'll always get more when you shop at Ed Morse.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe in a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
For a free insurance review,
for auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your shelter insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your shelter insurance agent in Richland.
Wondering where to go for care at Phelps Health? For non-life-threatening conditions that require ongoing care and prevention, like annual checkups or colds, make an appointment with one of our primary care providers. When you need immediate attention for non-life-threatening health matters, like a cut that may require stitches, our immediate care clinics in Rolla and Waynesville are here to help. And if you're experiencing life-threatening medical issues, the Phelps Health Emergency Department is committed to caring for you when you need it most. Visit phelpshealth.org to learn more.
The trucks are coming in and coming in. Lowe Chevrolet in Waynesville has vehicles on the lot with your name on it. Stop by and check out the selection. Take your pick and drive off the lot today with a new or pre-owned vehicle of your choice. Lowe Chevrolet can help you with financing, service, and so much more. Serving the community you live in for over 30 years. Lowe Chevrolet, off I-44, exit 156 in Waynesville.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Again?
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
What you put off maintaining today could cost you more later on. When it comes to your vehicle's tires, it's essential for your safety and the safety of others that your tire pressure, tread, and sidewalls are in good shape. Drive with peace of mind.
At Clark Tire Company of Camdenton, you can always count on the friendly staff who value their customers. For tire service and maintenance to keep your family safe, stop in Clark Tire of Camdenton.
Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners and are also vital to preserving our fine sports traditions. So the next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Once again, back here at the Wayne Bandy Baseball Field in Waynesville, our coaches meeting at home plate, where we are just about to get going here. Today's high school baseball action that sees the Waynesville Tigers taking on the Glendale Falcons. So again, Connor Harbert here with you, Z102.3. I think I may have repeat myself a few times in that statement for you. But either way, Waynesville trying to get back in the win column. And to do it today, they're going to have to overcome quite the hurdle. Glendale 12-1 on the season, have not lost since the very beginning of April. And with some wins over some fairly decent programs in that stretch. It's not going to be a fluke streak by any means, this Glendale squad. They've beaten teams like Webb City, teams like Parkview, teams like Hillcrest, teams like, I believe, well, I closed the tab, but you kind of understand what I mean there. They've definitely beaten some teams that were giving them some challenges, some teams that definitely take pride in the way that they play on the field. So we will get the starting lineups here in just a moment. Again, I've already gone over and thrown them once here in today's pregame, but no shame, no harm in doing it once again. In fact, we'll go ahead and do it right now as they do it down on the field. Once again, the starting lineup here for the Glendale Falcons. Batting leadoff for them, that'll be the shortstop in Brooks Kettering. And then batting second will be your center fielder, DJ Colefield. Batting third, the left fielder, Sebastian Norman. Batting fourth will be your third baseman, Mark Ross. And then batting fifth will be the designated hitter in Alex Rankin. Batting sixth, the second baseman, Cam Stratton. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Carter Lewis. Batting eighth, your right fielder in Kellen Lindstrom. And then behind the plate, that'll be Graham Satterwhite. He will be batting ninth and again being your catcher today. On the mound for the Glendale Falcons, that'll be Drew Repogel. Again, not hitting today, but he will be pitching here today. Now taking a look at the starting lineup here for the Waynesville Tigers. Again, some new names in the lineup as well as some familiar faces. Batting leadoff will be your center fielder. That'll be Zach Emperado in the lineup today. Then batting second, your designated hitter. That'll be Ethan Heberling. Batting third, the catcher, David Vernon. Batting cleanup will be your right fielder in Creed Jones. Then batting fifth, the pitcher. That'll be Peyton Breeden once again here today. We've had 3 games on the broadcast. We've had 3 Breeden appearances. But once again, he will try to go to work here today. Batting sixth, that'll be your second baseman, Jackson Goforth. Batting seventh will be your first baseman, Wesley Dine. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Hunter Althusius. And then finally, batting ninth, it'll be your left fielder, Justin Zuber. Again, one player out in the field who will not be batting here for Waynesville. That will be Eli Vore. Vore going to be playing shortstop in place of the normal shortstop, or at least the shortstop we've seen the last few games, the last few broadcasts. That was Ethan Heberling. So again, Emperado, Heberling, Vernon, Jones, Breeden, Goforth, Dye, Althusius, and Zuber. For the Tigers, Kettering, Coalfield, Norman, Ross, Rankin, Stratton, Lewis, Lindstrom, and Satterwhite for the Falcons. We're going to take ourselves our last time out of the pregame. When we come back, it'll be time for baseball. Peyton Breeden, he'll have the ball up on the mound, but we'll be right back after your national anthem. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball right here on the 102.3.
Turn on the heat. Call AirServe Heating and Air in West Waynesville and get your existing system checked and serviced. If it's time to step up and get a new system, the Luxair high-performance heating and air equipment is top of the line. Luxair sets the standard year in and year out with new features and innovations in the industry and has since 1954. Your Luxair system is just a phone call away at AirServe Heating and Air at 433-3613 or stop by the office on Historic Route 66 in West Waynesville and ask about the Luxair Advantage. New Year's savings all the way through February at St. Robert Auto Supply, your Napa parts store. Get $20 to $25 rebates on the purchase of Legend and Legend Premium AGM and AAA branded automotive batteries. Since it's the coldest time of the year, several Napa brand battery chargers are on sale too, as well as booster cables. Save 50% on Napa night vision headlights. All the oil and antifreeze you'll ever need, you'll find at St. Robert Auto Supply. And pick up a gallon jug of Peak Window De-Icer Windshield Wash in anti-frost purple for $4.49. This and more at your Napa parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply, where you get the good stuff 7 days a week.
Let's just try not to embarrass ourselves and everything will be fine.
Is that a Pepsi Vanilla?
Oh no, please not here, not now.
Oh, too late. Steve, it's flavor time, baby, and we're coming to you live with the smoothest cat in the city, Pepsi Vanilla.
No, it's not flavor time.
With a flavor so rich and a taste so smooth. It's delicious. It's refreshing.
Dude, seriously, does this always have to happen when you drink Pepsi Vanilla?
Ooh, yeah, baby.
Pepsi Vanilla, now available in 0 sugar. That's what I like.
When the chaos is over and the dust settles, it's a relief to see that big old tree you've always loved still there, unharmed and confident. Confidence that brings about trust and comfort from a full-service bank right here in your own community. Your one stop for savings, checking, home equity and auto loans, and CDs and money markets. That's your protection from the storm.
The Bank of Iberia in 2 locations, Iberia and Waynesville. Come on in to the Bank of Iberia.
And once again, back here to Wayne Bendy Baseball Field in Waynesville. Peyton Breeden on the mound, going through his warm-up tosses as we prepare for today's contest. A 7-inning affair. The Waynesville Tigers 1-7 on the season, taking on the Glendale Falcons 12-1 on the campaign. Connor Harbin here with you, Z102.3. Breeden again back out onto the mound. Big, tall right-hander. Last time out, didn't get too many strikeouts, but for the most part, other than a few bad innings, was able to kind of work around his defense. Again, not Glendale, but rather Camdenton in that game last week was only able to score in 2 of the 7 innings in that game. Unfortunately, 3 of the 7 innings of that game. 3 in one inning, 5 in another, and then 1 run coming across late in the game. So if you can keep down the mistakes and you can avoid the big inning, don't see why Waynesville can't give themselves a chance to win this contest here. But again, Glendale, they'll be batting top of the first. You'll have the shortstop, Brooks Kettering. You'll have center fielder, DJ Coalfield. And you'll have left fielder, Sebastian Norman there as well. But it gets started here. It's Kettering. He'll come up to the plate. He will step in, left-handed batter. As Waynesville finishes up their meeting on the mound. They'll all head back to their positions, and we'll get it going here on this rather warm Thursday afternoon. Touching 80 once again here today. I called it perfection on the air earlier over on our sister station. I'm starting to think a little bit less of that. Maybe if we can get it 10 degrees less, I'd feel a little bit better about the weather moving forward. But here we go. Kettering, left side of the plate, first pitch. It's going to be taken. Nope, called strike 1. Caught the inner edge. Breeden, he'll jump out to an early 0-1 count. Breeden again going through the warm-up here, the wind-up I should say. Delivering the 0-1 now. Stays a little bit too high, ball 1. Kettering, not on my roster. Only player not on my roster. So I can't tell you what year he is. But either way, he's going to swing, chop 1 to the backstop here for strike 2. Because that's when we call upon the almighty Misha to let me know here. 1 ball, 2 strikes here at the plate. Kettering, a senior. There you go. Senior batting leadoff, playing short. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Next pitch here from Breeden. Too high once more, 2-2. Good sized crowd on hand here on the left side of the infield for the Tigers. Chairs lined up across the backstop. Here's a swing. Hard line drive, right side, but hooks foul. And we'll stay right here, 2-2. Of course, those bleachers, as it gets hotter, it gets a little bit hotter themselves. Wouldn't blame you for ringing a chair. Next 2-2. Breaking ball once more, but it stays outside, and we go full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count to start this one off. Payoff pitch, line drive, left field. Underneath it, though, is the left fielder Zuber, and he makes the grab for out number 1. Hard hit ball there by Kettering, but right at the left fielder Zuber, who was able to make the grab and start Waynesville's day with an out. So good start here for the Tigers. That brings us to the number 2 batter in this Glendale lineup, center fielder DJ Colefield. Colefield batting from the right-hand side of the plate. Takes the first pitch, too high, ball 1. Colefield, the senior outfielder, this time playing in center. Bases are empty after the first out of the game. 1-0 on its way. Going to stay low this time. Breeden will need to find a happy medium there, 2-0. First pitch too high, second pitch too low. Here is that 2-0. Ground ball, left side. That'll sneak through into left field for a base hit. Zuber has it out and left. Colefield get around second. He's going to try to go for 2. Here's the play. That's going to get by. That's going to lead to an extra base here for Colefield as he's going to make his way all the way over to third on what will be ruled a double and an error.
Now batting number 14.
Colefield hesitated around first, but Zuber, who was a little slow to get the ball in from left, that served as Colefield's green light. Then the throw over to second got on by. So it'll be an error. I'll give it an E7 on the throw. And that puts Colefield over on third here with 1 out for the left fielder Sebastian Norman. First pitch missing the zone, 1-0. Next pitch on the way. Pie once more, 2-0. So Norman, left fielder. Sophomore, also pitches. One of a few pitchers on this Glendale roster. Here's a swing, fly ball. More like a pop-up, left side of the infield. Underneath it, Althusius makes the grab, and that's out number 2. That does keep Colefield planted over on third. And gives Waynesville maybe a chance to work around the double.
Now batting number 9.
That brings us to the cleanup hitter here in Mark Ross. So Ross, the third baseman. Bright yellow gloves to go with the baby blue jerseys, baby blue pants. Red helmet, red numbering. First pitch on the way to Ross. Breaking ball falls through the corner of the zone, strike 1. Ross, a junior, also listed as a pitcher. Be easier to tell you who is not listed as a pitcher on this Glendale lineup. Oh, 1 now on its way. Here's a swing. Another fly ball left field. That one's got distance on it. Zuber, though, underneath. And he makes the grab to end the inning. So, some hard-struck balls, but Waynesville's there to make the play. Despite the error, they do leave that runner stranded over on third. No runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base. Let's go on to the bottom of the first. We'll see if Waynesville can't get their offense going here. They'll face the pitcher, Drew Rephogel. We'll be back here in 60 seconds. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball right here on Z102.3.
Ever think about living to be 100 years old? Well, maybe you will. Hello, this is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. Making plans and being prepared for events in our lives is the right thing to do. At Memorial Chapels, we offer many choices in funeral planning, and we're always available to discuss options regarding how best to fund those choices. Because when it comes to important events in life, you really need to get prepared.
Mailbox It in St. Robert is now your complete shipping headquarters. Mailbox It is a UPS authorized shipping agent. They can ship your package UPS, accept UPS drop-offs, and can accept UPS returns with a shipping label. Add FedEx and the United States Postal Service, and why go anywhere else? Mailbox It is the go-to resource for packing, shipping, printing, and business service needs. Mailbox It is a copy, print, and document service center. They can even print your photos and canvases. Mailbox It, 213 Suite 3, St. Robert Boulevard. As the years go by, everything gets older, even the new seeds just planted. Getting older means getting wiser. And in the banking business, that means keeping up with the times. For 112 years, the Bank of Crocker has met the needs of the Fort Wood area and exceeded those needs with the most modern banking services available. With Android and Apple mobile banking apps, and at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is a click away no matter where you are. Personal hometown service, however, has not changed. That's one thing that's stayed the same as the Bank of Crocker turns 112. The Bank of Crocker, with 4 locations in Crocker, Richland, Waynesville, and St. Robert. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Zach Emperado stepping in as we get back to the plate. Getting started here with the bottom of the first. Emperado wasting no time. Going to send a fly ball out towards left center. It gets down for a base hit. Emperado is going to hold up at first, but one pitch leading to a single. Good start here for the Waynesville Tigers. As once again, we come back to a scoreless ball game. Hunter Harbor here with you, Z102.3.
Now batting number 20.
We'll see if Waynesville can make good on Emperado's leadoff single. Bringing us now to the hitter. It's Ethan Heberling. Heberling, left-handed batter. He'll step in. First pitch on the way. Misses inside. Gets away from the catcher briefly. Not deep enough to send Emperado, but count will go to 1-0. So again, Rapogo on the mound. He's a freshman. I was told pretty much just a pitcher. We'll see how far he goes into this one as he delivers the next pitch too high, 4-2. He is a right-hander working from the stretch. Next pitch, swung on, line drive, left field. That one gets down for a base hit. Emperado's going to round second. He's going to try to head for third here. Play's going to be there, and he is going to be out at third. Meanwhile, though, Heberling will find his way over towards second. So, Waynesville a bit too greedy as Norman guns down Emperado out in left field. But Heberling will go ahead and take his place over on second. Will go down as a double. Will go down as a single. And extended into a two-bag play on that throw. So Waynesville still ends up with a runner in scoring position, but now one out. Next man up here, that'll be David Vernon. Waynesville, a couple hits to start this one off. We'll see if Vernon can't make it 3 in a row. First pitch on the way, outside, it's ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Long look over to second. Now the delivery. Swing, foul tip. Off to the backstop, 1-1. Even count, one's across the board. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Haberling jumping around over near second. Next pitch. Taken. Outside edge. Strike 2 now on Vernon. After Vernon would be Creed Jones. He stands on deck. Cleanup batter. Right fielder for Waynesville today. If we go any farther than that, Peyton Breeden. He's standing in the hole. 1-2 now on its way. Breaking ball. Staying high. About eye level. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch, Vernon going to send one out into right field. That gets down for a base hit. They're going to try to send Heberling. No, they're going to change their mind there. They're going to hold up. Be runners at the corners, but 3 straight singles here for Waynesville.
Now batting number 18.
Waynesville maybe playing it a little bit safer there. And after getting Imperato thrown out at third. So we do get ourselves a pinch runner here for Vernon. Man behind the plate. Looks like set to run here. That is going to be one Lucas Vore. So Lucas Vore will be the pinch runner here for Waynesville. He will take Vernon's spot over on first. You have Heberling over on third now, and we'll see if Creed Jones can do some early damage here in this one. There is one out, possibility of a double play ball. First pitch, low and outside, it's ball one. Do not know the kind of arm that Satterwhite possesses behind home plate. A team like Glendale, sometimes you got to assume probably a pretty good one. Next pitch on the way, big swing, but a miss. 1-1. One ball, one strike, one out. Pogel comes set from the stretch. The delivery. Jones squaring up to bunt. Bunts one hard down the first base line, but it goes foul. 1-2. The 2 strikes here on Jones. Getting runners at the corners, 1 away. Next pitch fired in. Breaking ball outside, a little bit high too, 2-2. So now Breeden on deck here. Now in the hole, Jackson go forth. Next pitch, Jones swings and misses. Throw on down to second is wide. So Waynesville will take second, but Jones will strike out, swinging for out number 2. Waynesville almost found themselves in the strikeout throw out. But as it stands, 2 runners in scoring position here. And they'll leave it up to the senior here, Peyton Breeden, to try to get that base hit. Good, need to be a hit here. First pitch. Outside, on the edge, 4 strike 1. Gonna need to be a hit here with 2 outs. Breeden batting from the right-hand side of the plate. Next pitch, swing, ground ball over toward third. Ross has it, throw across over to first is low, but handled, and that'll do it for Waynesville here in the first. But Waynesville, they lead off with 3 straight singles. Unfortunately, not going to get a run across here in this half inning, as Waynesville goes no runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left over on base. So still no score as we head on into the top of the second. Again, Glendale nothing, Waynesville nothing. Back in 60, you're listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Hey folks, Mike Freeman with Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert, where you'll always get more. With one of the largest pre-owned inventories in the area, you'll get more selection. With a friendly professional sales team, you'll get more customer service. And with incredible deals right now on every pre-owned in stock, you'll get more for your money. Come by Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert today or shop 24/7 at edmorsefordstrobert.com. And remember, you'll always get more when you shop at Ed Morse.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe in a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
For a free insurance review,
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your Shelter Insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Hallett, your Shelter Insurance agent in Richland.
Wondering where to go for care at Phelps Health? For non-life-threatening conditions that require ongoing care and prevention, like annual checkups or colds, make an appointment with one of our primary care providers. When you need immediate attention for non-life-threatening health matters, like a cut that may require stitches, our immediate care clinics in Rolla and Waynesville are here to help. And if you're experiencing life-threatening medical issues, the Phelps Health Emergency Department is committed to caring for you when you need it most. Visit phelpshealth.org to learn more.
Alex Rankin going to send a foul ball off behind us to start off the top of the second. No score in this one. Waynesville nothing, Glendale nothing. Connor Harvard here with you, Z102.3. Another foul ball sent off to the net. And Creighton Breed will have a deep count here, 0-2 to start things off. 5, 6, and 7 set to bat here for the Falcons. 0-2 is taken, too high, ball one. Rankin, Stratton, and Lewis. Next 2-strike pitch on its way, close, but just misses, 2-2. Breeden looking for his first strikeout. A couple flyouts and a pop-out in the first inning. Delivers the 2-2. That one's too high. And from 0-2, we go full now. Here at 3-2. Full count to begin the second inning as well. Next pitch, too low. Below the knees. And Glendale will have its second base run of the game on its first walk of the game. Rankin will trot on down to first. That'll bring us to second baseman Cam Stratton. So Stratton steps in here. First at-bat of the day, left-handed batter. First pitch, going to send a line drive out into center field. That gets down for a hit. Barado has it out in center field. Throw on back into the infield. Sails a little wide, but not deep enough to send Rankin any further. Both runners advance one bag here. Glendale's second hit of the day. They'll have runners on first and second, nobody out. So again, Waynesville with a little bit of adversity to work through here. So that brings us to first baseman Carter Lewis. Another left-handed batter settling in from the stretch. Breeden's first pitch, ground ball, but foul. Right side of the infield, we'll try it again, 0-1. Of course, Waynesville able to sneak their way out of a man on third in the first inning. Man on third with only one out. Need to find a solution here. 0-1 now on its way. Another line drive into center. That one also gets down for a hit. Emperado going to quickly get it back in the infield. Again, everybody's just going to advance one bag. The bases loaded. And nobody out now. Here for right fielder Kellen Lindstrom.
Now batting number 5, Kellen Lindstrom.
So Glendale threatening here in this top of the second. Another left-handed batter steps in. Again, the right fielder, Kellen Lindstrom. Breeden's first pitch. Almost offered up at it, but it's called strike anyway. 0-1. Oh, and 1 now delivered by Breeden. Here's a swing. Fly ball left side, but hooking foul. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. We'll see if Breeden can finish this one off after giving up the leadoff walk in the first batter of the inning. 0-2 pitch, check swing. Did he go around on it? They'll appeal. They'll say he did not. And so it'll move to 1-2. Lindstrom just kept the bat back there. That pitch high in the zone. From the windup, 1-2 now. There's a swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. And that's a big strikeout for Breeden. Obviously keeps those runners where they're at.
Now batting number 18.
Now a potential forced play at home and a throw down to first gets you out of the inning. Any kind of standard double play gets you out of the inning. We'll see what happens here. Here comes the number 9 batter and Graham Satterwhite. Satterwhite, right-handed batter. First pitch on the way is taken low for ball 1. Satterwhite, sophomore catcher. Next pitch, taken high, ball 2. And I mentioned in the first inning, easier to tell you who's not a pitcher. Satterwhite not listed as a pitcher. Just a catcher. That's what he's doing today. 2-0 now on its way. Here's a ground ball over towards second. Could be 2. Bobbled bit. Play has to go to first instead. They'll trade the out for the run as Glendale takes a 1-0 lead. Ground ball over to Goforth at second. Bobbled it just a little bit. Instead of maybe going for the double play there and getting out of the inning, having to settle for just the 1 out. They do retire Satterwhite. And so there will be 2 down, but runners on second and third. We return to the top of the order here with Brooks Kettering. Kettering 0 for 1 in today's game. A fly out to left to start things out. Zuber able to haul one in over there. One 1-0 pitch now on its way. That one falls in, strike 1. So our first time through this Glendale lineup behind us. See if the Falcons are capable of the second time round. See if Breeden's able to figure things out here. Here's a line drive, left center field. That's going to fall, and that's going to be a couple runs. 1 run across, coming home from third. That'll be runner number 2 in Lewis. It'll be a 2 RBI double, and Glendale now leads 3-0.
Now batting number 22.
So I do fear that missed chance at the double play. I do fear that's come back to haunt Waynesville a little bit here. As you did get the out on the play, but you gave the Falcons an extra opportunity. An opportunity that they're going to take here and maybe get a little bit more. We'll see here, though, as Coalfield steps in. 1 for 1 in today's game. First hit of the day for the Falcons back in the first. First offering taken high. It's ball 1. That was a double. Ended up moving to third on an error. But was left stranded over there on third. Next pitch on the way. Hard hit line drive into left, but right at Zuber, who again makes the play for the final out of the inning. So, Waynesville, they give up 3 runs here in this top of the second. Glendale picks up 3 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors, and there was 1 runner left over on base. So, that'll take us into the bottom of the second here in Waynesville. Waynesville not trailing this one, 3-0. Need to get those bats continuing on here and need to bring those runners across. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
The trucks are coming in and coming in. Lowe Chevrolet in Waynesville has vehicles on the lot with your name on it. Stop by and check out the selection. Take your pick and drive off the lot today with a new or pre-owned vehicle of your choice. Lowe Chevrolet can help you with financing, service, and so much more. Serving the community you live in for over 30 years. Lowe Chevrolet, off I-44, exit 156 in Waynesville.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back to Wayne Bandy Baseball Field here. Jackson Goforth settling in. He will start things off here in inning number 2, the bottom half of the second. He's going to swing away. He's going to send a live drive down the left field line. That one lands fair. That'll be multiple bases here for Goforth. Going to find his way in onto second. It'll be a standing double. So Waynesville continues to keep those bats hot. That's their 4th hit of the game. But we'll see if they're able to bring Goforth in.
Batting number 15.
Again, you remember back in the first, 3 straight singles to begin the inning. But got a runner thrown out at third. A strikeout and a ground out. Added to their chances, despite having runners on first and second. Should I say first and third? But we'll see here. Here comes the third. Excuse me. Put it in the wrong place. Here comes Wesley Dye. Give him credit for go force double. Dye going to take a first pitch strike. Dye, right-handed batter. Batting in the 7 slot today. Playing in first base in the field. 0-1 from Drew Rapogel. It's taken low and away. Ball 1. Moderate breeze blowing through the area. Making this day just a little bit better, temperature-wise at least. Can I mention 80s today, or somewhere in the 80s today. Next pitch on the way. Here's a swing and a miss. 4 strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Dye. Ogo comes set from the stretch after a look to second. The offering, a breaking ball, too high, ball 2. Get you that sponsor list here in a few moments. Of course, you've heard from them all at least once now today. If you've heard from twice. I will see what Hunter Althusius can do. Oh. Excuse me. Thought we had a brief technical issue there. Althusius might have. Didn't notice it, though. Right-handed batter coming in. Guess I'll reset the situation here for you, just in case. First pitch outside, ball 1. Runner on third, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the second. 3-0 our score. Glendale picking up their 3 runs in the top half of this inning. A 7-inning contest. Scheduled for 7 innings at least. Althusius squaring up, pulls it back. Didn't like what he saw, but it's called strike 1 anyway. Of course, could be more, could be less. 15 after 3, 10 after 5, or, well, could just get extra innings. You could have 8, 9, 10, 11. Gosh forbid, maybe even 12. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Althusius. Next pitch, again squaring up to bunt. Going to lay one down, but goes foul. So Althusius will have to swing away now. It's 1-2. So bunting, not much of an option here. You can still bunt, obviously. But you'd have to make sure it lands in foul territory, or fair territory, I guess I should say. Most likely going to see him swing away here. Pogel delivers. Here's a swing. Line drive. Fly ball, more like it, into center field. Fielded cleanly for out number 2. Now it's going to be go forth. Caught in a rundown. He's going to be tagged. No, he's going to get under the tag. He's going to be safe at third. So Goforth avoided the tag, which keeps the inning alive, although he is going to be shaken up over on third.
Number 16, Justin
Althusius did fly out to center. Now, Goforth sent home after the catch was made, but that fly ball not very deep. DJ Colefield out in center field had him pegged. Fortunately, though, for Goforth, he was able to get around the tag at third. So they'll check on Goforth over on third. He is already standing. Check on him, make sure he's okay. Tell you what, let's go ahead and take ourselves a quick timeout. We'll come back in 60 seconds, and we'll get going once again here in this one. Back in 60, 3-0 our score. No, excuse me, how about this? We'll go ahead and keep it right here. Because now it looks like Goforth's okay to continue on. We'll get that break for you here in a moment. Like I said, almost our second time through. But we'll see if Waynesville now with 2 outs can bring home that man in. Here's Justin Zuber, left fielder, and number 9 batter. Looking for some production from Zuber here as he steps in. First pitch, gonna pop one up. Middle of the infield here, kind of in no man's land, but Colefield will come up on it, and he'll make the grab for the final out of the inning. So unfortunately, Waynesville can't make anything out of the lead off double. They are once again put up 0 runs 0 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left over on third. We'll come back once more, 60 seconds. We will have the top of the third here for you from Wayne Bandy Baseball Field in Waynesville. You score Glendale 3, Waynesville nothing. Back in a moment, you're listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Again?
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
What you put off maintaining today could cost you more later on. When it comes to your vehicle's tires, it's essential for your safety and the safety of others that your tire pressure, tread, and sidewalls are in good shape. Drive with peace of mind.
At Clark Tire Company of Camdenton, you can always count on the friendly staff who value their customers. For tire service and maintenance to keep your family safe, stop in Clark Tire of Camdenton.
Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners and are also vital to preserving our fine sports traditions. So the next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Turn on the heat. Call AirServe Heating and Air in West Waynesville and get your existing system checked and serviced. If it's time to step up and get a new system, the Luxair high-performance heating and air equipment is top of the line. Luxair sets the standard year in and year out with new features and innovations in the industry and has since 1954. Your Luxair system is just a phone call away at AirServe Heating and Air at 433-3613 or stop by the office on Historic Route 66 in West Waynesville and ask about the Luxair Advantage. New Year's savings all the way through February at St. Robert Auto Supply, your Napa parts store. Get $20 to $25 rebates on the purchase of Legend and Legend Premium AGM and AAA branded automotive batteries. Since it's the coldest time of the year, several Napa brand battery chargers are on sale too, as well as booster cables. Save 50% on Napa night vision headlights. All the oil and antifreeze you'll ever need, you'll find at St. Robert Auto Supply. And pick up a gallon jug of Peak Window De-Icer Windshield Wash in anti-frost purple, $4.49. This and more at your Napa parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply, where you get the good stuff 7 days a week.
Sebastian Norman facing an 0-2 count as he sends a foul ball down the right field line. Getting back to it here, top of the third here in this one. It's Connor Harbin here with you, Z102.3. Glad you could join me here. 3-0. Glendale leads this one after picking up 3 runs in the second. Waynesville's had their share of base runners, just haven't been able to bring him around to score. Peyton Breeden still on the mound here as he delivers the 0-2. High chopper heading towards short. Scooping it up is Vore, but he'll have no play on it. As Norman beats it out for an infield single.
Now batting number 9, Mark.
So Norman picks up his first hit of the day for Glendale. That is their 5th hit of the ball game. And that brings us to the cleanup hitter, Mark Ross. Ross gave one a ride in the first inning, but right there to make the play, that was Justin Zuber. First pitch on the way. Ross going to send another one, this time out to right center. Dangerous territory, that one gets down. It's going to roll all the way up to the floor here as Norman runs around to third. Going to try to make his way home. He's going to try to score. Here comes the throw. That one's not going to be in time. There'll be an RBI double. Glendale makes it a 4-0 ball game. So Ross wasting no time in picking up his first hit of the game.
Now batting number 2, Alex Rankin.
As Glendale extends upon its lead here. Bringing us now to designated hitter Alex Rankin. Rankin first time through, he drew the walk. Get a pickoff throw over to second, not going to be in time. Drew the walk, ended up scoring. On what ended up being a 2 RBI double. For Lewis, here's a high fly ball left field. This one's got distance. This one is going to be gone. Home run for Glendale, Alex Rankin. Going to touch them all here. And that'll make it a 6-0 ball game. The wind's blowing out to left field here today. Potentially gave that one the push it needed. Didn't clear by too much out there. But it is still going to be 6-0 now as we get our first visit to the mound here. Talk things over with the infield and, of course, starting pitcher Peyton Breeden. We'll see if we get any changes here, or if it's just a checkup meeting here to make sure everything's okay. Looks like not going to be any changes here this time through. It's just going to be a quick checkup here. But our home plate umpire is going to start making his way out there. Break up the meeting here, but we are good to go on. So it looks like Vernon sharing some final words with his infield. We get back to it here. Base is empty. And the second baseman, Cam Stratton, heading to the plate. So this third inning starting off with 3 consecutive base hits, ramping up a single, a double, and then a 2-run home run. 3-run home run, excuse me. Nope, excuse me, a 2-run home run. Again, 6-0 our score. The first pitch to Stratton, inside, it's ball 1. Want to know now, back to the windup is Breeden. Hard hit line drive, right side, but foul. Strike 1. One ball, 1 strike, nobody out. Next pitch, too low, that one's in the dirt. And it's 2-1. The Stratton would be Carter Lewis, then Kellen Lindstrom, then Graham Satterwhite. Next 1-strike pitch, caught the outer edge, and that'll be strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes, hard hit ground ball, right side. That one's also foul. We'll do it again here at 2-2. Breeden again searching for strikeout number 2 today. 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Of course, giving up the 7 hits and the 6 runs. Again, looking for number 2. Here it is. Ground ball over to short. That one's going to eat Vore up. That ball took an odd hop to the infield. Out in the center field it goes. That ball did not feel like taking a hop as it approached Vore. Just rolled right on by. Snuck underneath the glove. I'm going to give him a single for that. That just kind of happens sometimes. Spoken as a middle infielder myself. And that'll bring us now with a man on first to Carter Lewis. Pickoff throw to first. Good idea, but just barely getting back in time was Stratton. Lewis, 1 for 1, had a single in the second. He ended up scoring on that 2 RBI double. Next pitch on the way, taking off for second is Stratton. He'll slide in there safely. So Stratton steals second. He'll stand in scoring position now. Get back to it here. Believe the count, 1-0. Back to the stretch now. Next pitch, too high. How about 2-0? So a rough stretch here for Waynesville. Again, we knew that Glendale was going to be a tough test. So far, Waynesville, they've kept the errors down. They've kept the walks down. Glendale just flat out hitting the baseball right now. 2-0 now. That one also low and away, or low and inside, I guess I should say. Make that 2-1, excuse me. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Next one, that is going to be ball 3. 3-1 now. First baseman occupied. 3-1 pitch. That one's taken all the way. Falls in there, and we'll go full. So Lewis facing a full count here. On deck, Kellen Lindstrom. Breeden again looking for that strikeout. Here's the payoff pitch. Well outside, that's ball 4. So for Breeden, that'll be his second walk of the day.
Now batting 5.
So Lewis will head on over to first, and with runners on first and second and nobody out now, brings to right fielder Kellen Lindstrom. Lindstrom here, 0 for 1. He struck out first time through the lineup. First pitch, swinging a ground ball off toward the Glendale dugout for strike 1. Struck out swinging. Breeden's only strikeout of the game thus far. Waynesville looking for an out in this inning period. Any means necessary at the moment. Here's a ball that gets away from Vernon all the way to the backstop. That'll advance both runners. There'll be second and third, nobody out. So the count goes to 1-1, but now 2 runners in scoring position, second and third. Breeden back to it quickly here, the 1-1 from the windup. High and outside, ball 2. The 2-1 delivery now. That one's going to one-hop the plate, and we go 3-1. A walk here, loaded to the bases. Again, first base hit unoccupied. Does open up a few more plays for you. Obviously looking for an out. Here's a swing, fly ball out toward right. Coming up on it quickly is the right fielder. No, it's going to be Emperado who makes the play instead. Runner holds up. Throw back to home is overthrown, but fortunately, Stratton was already on his way back over to third. So Waynesville going to find its first out as Jones makes the play in right. Retires Lindstrom for the second time here today. And with 1 out, still runners on second and third. How about the catcher, Graham Satterwhite? Satterwhite, he grounded out to second his first time up. First pitch delivered in there for a called strike 1. Of course, you might remember a potential double play ball in that second inning. Fortunately, Waynesville unable to convert, had to settle for the 1 out, trading the run. That led to the 2 RBI double. Next pitch on the way, looks good, but misses. 1-1. So Satterwhite with an RBI on the day. 1-1 now by Breeden. Fly ball right side, now to play. 1-2. Still a possibility to get out of this with just the 3 runs across. Getting out here on Satterwhite. 2 outs, gives you a lot of breathing room. Really turns the play into just go over to first. You work from there. Next pitch. Another foul ball, this time into the net. Still 1-2. We'll get a third offering here. So again, our third pitch here at 1-2. Now Breeden going to step off. Now steps back on, and he'll switch on over to the stretch. Lifts the leg, delivers a 2-strike pitch. Foul ball off to the right. How about a fourth try at it? So still 2 strikes here. Breeden another one. This time it stays high, 2-2. Satterwhite holding off on it. And we'll get that count back to even now. After this, back to the top of the order. Brooks Kettering waiting for his third try. Here's a swing to miss, and that's strike 3. So Breeden finds strikeout number 2. And that does give you a little bit of breathing room here. Again, like I talked about, now the play just becomes go to first. Don't have to worry about those runners on second and third. Just get Kettering out. But Kettering, not the easiest out in the world. He's 1 for 2. Last time up, had that 2 RBI double. First pitch of the at-bat, wasted no time. Has another opportunity here with runners on second and third. First pitch from Breeden, high and outside, ball 1. Want to know the count here. Now with 2 down, fly out to right and a strikeout. Waynesville's 2 outs in the inning. Next pitch, hard hit ground ball, but again foul, strike 1. So back to even count now. Kettering flew out to left to start the ball game off. Alongside that double. Next pitch, just misses the corner, 2-1. Looked good left to right, might have been a tad too high. But Breeden will have to try to fight back into this count. Next 1-strike pitch on its way. Here's a swing, shallow line drive, but that's going to get down. That's going to score another couple runs. Second time here for Kettering. He's going to look for 2. No, he's going to turn around, go back to first. He'll have himself another 2 RBIs on the day. 2 RBI single this time as he makes it an 8-0 ball game. 5 runs in the inning here for Glendale.
22, DJ Cofield.
On a smattering of hits. Again, that puts a runner on first here. But that'll do it here for Peyton Breeden. Well, looks like it anyway. Second visit to the mound here in this inning. Curious to see what goes down. Yep, that'll be it here for Breeden in this one. So, tell you about the new pitcher when we come back. We'll take 60 seconds, but as it stands, man on first, 2 outs, 8-0 our score in favor of the Falcons. You're listening to Waynesville Tigers Baseball, Z102.3.
Let's just try not to embarrass ourselves and everything will be fine.
Is that a Pepsi Vanilla?
Oh no, please not here, not now.
Oh, too late. Steve, it's flavor time, baby, and we're coming to you live with the smoothest cat in the city, Pepsi Vanilla.
No, it's not flavor time.
With a flavor so rich and a taste so smooth. It's delicious. It's refreshing.
Dude, seriously, does this always have to happen when you drink Pepsi Vanilla?
Ooh, yeah, baby.
Pepsi Vanilla, now available in 0 sugar. That's what I like.
When the chaos is over and the dust settles, it's a relief to see that big old tree you've always loved still there, unharmed and confident. Confidence that brings about trust and comfort from a full-service bank right here in your own community. Your one stop for savings, checking, home equity and auto loans, and CDs and money markets. That's your protection from the storm.
The Bank of Iberia in 2 locations, Iberia and Waynesville. Come on in to the Bank of Iberia.
Ever think about living to be 100 years old? Well, maybe you will. Hello, this is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. Making plans and being prepared for events in our lives is the right thing to do. At Memorial Chapels, we offer many choices in funeral planning, and we're always available to discuss options regarding how best to fund those choices. Because when it comes to important events in life, you really need to get prepared.
Mailbox It in St. Robert is now your complete shipping headquarters. Mailbox It is a UPS authorized shipping agent. They can ship your package UPS, accept UPS drop-offs, and can accept UPS returns with a shipping label. Add FedEx and the United States Postal Service, and why go anywhere else? Mailbox It is the go-to resource for packing, shipping, printing, and business service needs. Mailbox It is a copy, print, and document service center. They can even print your photos and canvases. Mailbox It, 213 Suite 3, St. Robert Boulevard.
Dylan Smith, the new pitcher, into the ball game as we get back to it here. 5 runs across for the Falcons. They lead Waynesville 8-0. Again, here in the top of the third. So we'll see Smith for the first time this season, or at least as far as the broadcasts go. Here's a swing, popped it up. Middle of the infield, who's going to call it? Looks like it's going to be Goforth who makes the grab and ends the inning. So Glendale sends 9 batters to the plate here in this half inning. They score 5 of them. 5 runs on, well, looks to be 5 hits. 5 runs on 5 hits. There were no errors, and there was 1 runner left over on base. We move on now to the bottom of the third. We'll see if Waynesville, well, can bring those bats alive. Going to need to make up a little bit of ground here in the early stages of this one. We'll be back in 60. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
As the years go by, everything gets older. Even the new seeds just planted. Getting older means getting wiser. And in the banking business, that means keeping up with the times. For 112 years, the Bank of Crocker has met the needs of the Fort Wood area and exceeded those needs with the most modern banking services available. With Android and Apple mobile banking apps. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is a click away no matter where you are. Personal hometown service, however, has not changed. That's one thing that's stayed the same as the Bank of Crocker turns 112. The Bank of Crocker, with 4 locations in Crocker, Richland, Waynesville, and St. Robert. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Hey folks, Mike Freeman with Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert, where you'll always get more. With one of the largest pre-owned inventories in the area, you'll get more selection. With a friendly professional sales team, you'll get more customer service. And with incredible deals right now on every pre-owned in stock, you'll get more for your money. Come by Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert today or shop 24/7 at edmorsefordstrobert.com. And remember, you'll always get more when you shop at Ed Morse.
Top of the order here for Waynesville as we get back to it here. Bottom of the third, Waynesville going to need some runs. They trail Glendale 8-0 here in the get-going here in the bottom of the third in this one. Connor Harwood here with you, Z102.3. First pitch to Emperado is a shallow fly ball in the left. Shortstop, Brooks Kettering, back on it, makes the grab, and that'll be out number 1. Emperado, we know, likes to swing away. Certainly did there.
Number 20.
Actually, I believe Emperado's seen 2 pitches in his 2 at-bats, but this time didn't get the benefit there. Didn't get the base hit he had in that first inning. He'll be out number 1. So, that'll be Emperado. Sent back to the dugout. Here is designated hitter Ethan Heberling. Heberling going to swing away on the first pitch. Misses. Strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Next pitch now, Heberling making contact. Fly ball, this time to center. Right at Coalfield. He'll take a couple steps back. He'll make the grab, and that'll be out number 2.
Now batting number 6, David.
So 2 up, 2 down here for the Tigers. The man sent up there to try to get something going here for Waynesville in the bottom of the third. That'll be the catcher, David Vernon. Vernon going to watch the first one go by this time. It's well outside, 4-1. One to know the count. Next pitch. That one's going to run inside. That's going to catch him. Vernon will take one off the back. He'll head on over to first. Waynesville's got themselves a base runner here in this inning. Well, with 2 outs, going to need to find something to bring him around here. We'll see if Creed Jones can get it done. We will have a pinch runner, though. Lucas Vore back out into the field. Ran for Vernon the first time he reached base today. He'll do the same once more. So Jones will try to get something done here. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Something to note here on deck, Dylan Smith in the spot of Breeden after coming out onto the mound. Looks like that'll be it for Breeden's day, both in the field and in the lineup. Here's a first pitch swing. Jones going to send another fly ball out to center. But again, Coalfield able to track it down and make the play to end the inning. So Waynesville does get themselves a base runner for the 3rd straight inning, but it goes nowhere. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. So Waynesville still looking for that first run. They'll look to keep Glendale right where they're at as we enter the 4th inning here. Glendale leading Waynesville 0-0. Back in 60, you're listening to Waynesville Tigers Baseball, Z102.3.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe in a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
For a free insurance review,
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your shelter insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your shelter insurance agent in Richland.
Wondering where to go for care at Phelps Health? For non-life-threatening conditions that require ongoing care and prevention, like annual checkups or colds, make an appointment with one of our primary care providers. When you need immediate attention for non-life-threatening health matters, like a cut that may require stitches, our immediate care clinics in Rolla and Waynesville are here to help. And if you're experiencing life-threatening medical issues, the Phelps Health Emergency Department is committed to caring for you when you need it most. Visit phelpshealth.org to learn more.
The trucks are coming in and coming in. Lowe Chevrolet in Waynesville has vehicles on the lot with your name on it. Stop by and check out the selection. Take your pick and drive off the lot today with a new or pre-owned vehicle of your choice. Lowe Chevrolet can help you with financing, service, and so much more. Serving the community you live in for over 30 years. Lowe Chevrolet, off I-44, exit 156 in Waynesville.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
New inning here in Waynesville. 8-0 our score. Glendale leading the Waynesville Tigers. Falcons back to the plate. Will be 3, 4, and 5. Middle of the lineup here as Dylan Smith enters his first full inning of work. Came in just before the end of the third. Got the out he needed. We'll see how he handles the full inning of work here. First pitch going to go behind Norman. Ball 1. Smith, the senior utility man. That includes pitching. Again, first time we've seen him over the airwaves on the mound. Getting my first look at him here. Norman, 1 for 2 on the day. Here's a pitch well outside, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Now the next pitch. That one drops too low. That's ball 3. Waiting on next pitch here. Smith from the stretch. Outside, ball 4. So this one going to get going here with a 4-pitch walk. So Norman finds his way aboard for the second time in this one.
Now batting number 9, Mark Ross.
And that brings us back to Mark Ross. So Ross back to the plate here, 1 for 2. His time's called by the home plate umpire. And it looks like a balk's going to be called. Looking at my book there, did not see what he did to get the balk, but a balk will be called. And that moves Norman over to second. So home plate umpire will tell Smith just what he did there. Of course, Coach Wise coming out of the dugout. He'll also get an explanation, and we'll get back going here. So, Glendale, runner in scoring position now after the balk. Runner on second, nobody out. So Ross steps in, 1 for 2. Again, double last time up. First pitch gets away from Vernon. Norman taking off for third. He'll get in there. That'll go down as a wild pitch. So the walk, the balk, and now a wild pitch. Puts the Falcons lead runner, just 90 feet away from home plate. Count the plate, 1-0. Smith coming set. Next pitch, too high, ball 2. Next pitch, delivered, middle of the zone, called a strike. So Smith going to get a strike back here on Ross. 2-1 now. Eight 0 our score. Smith delivers that one strike pitch. Big swing and a miss. Strike 2. So Smith will get a couple strikes back now on Ross as he looks for his first strikeout of the day. Again, Breeden in his start today. 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Here's a 2-2 from Smith. Fly ball, foul territory, right side, perhaps playable. Giving chase over to first. Wesley Dye will make the grab, and that'll be out number 1. Dye, a nice grab there. Wasn't a straightaway thing. Wasn't a guaranteed thing over there. But Dye able to put glove to ball and record out number 1. Nice play. So that's 1 down. Runner stays over on third. Now that brings us to designated hitter Alex Rankin. Rankin last time up, 2-run home run. Wasted no time in sending one over the left field fence. First pitch, though, taken outside. It's ball 1. Rankin a fairly wide open stance. Watching another one go outside for ball 2. Two and 0 now on its way. That one caught the corner. How about strike 1? So Smith settling down a little bit here after the leadoff walk and the balk. Still trying to get back to an even count here in the top of the 4th. Next pitch. Caught the inside half. How about strike 2? So from 2-0, Smith will battle back here. 2-2 now. Here on the designated hitter Rankin. Looking for that strikeout pitch from the stretch. This time just 2 inside, 3-2. First base and occupied would be runners at the corners. Next pitch on the way. Hard hit ground ball. Foul toward the Waynesville dugout. And we'll stay where we're at. Full count. So again, still 3-2 here. Next payoff pitch. Smith delivers outside. Ball 4. So Rankin draws his second walk of the game. Second walk of the inning given up by Waynesville. There'll be runners at the corners and 1 out here for Cam Stratton. So Stratton getting another look here. 2 for 2 in this one. Singled in the second and scored. Singled in the third, stole second, and then came around to score himself. That was on a 2 RBI single for Brooks Kettering. That capped off the inning for the Falcons. So again, runner over on third. Sebastian Norman lead off in the inning. Rankin now over on first as Smith steps off. Will take his time, stepping back in now. Next pitch on the way, taking off for second is Rankin. He'll find his way in. Be a stolen base. Glendale now holds 2 runners, scoring position. Second and third. First pitch here to Stratton. Second pitch to Stratton. Also outside the zone. 2-0. After Stratton, Kellen Lindstrom. Then we'd see Graham Satterwhite once more. Then back to the top of the order from there. 2-0. Too high. Ball 3. A walk leads to the bases loaded here. First base currently unoccupied after that stolen base. Smith looking for the strike. Not going to get it. It's outside. Ball 4. So a third walk here in the fourth means the bases will be loaded.
26, Carter Lewis.
There is one out. We'll see if Waynesville can work around it here. They have their ways. Here's first baseman Carter Lewis. Lewis today is 1 for 1. Back in that second inning, he walked and scored. He singled and scored. Then walked in the third and came home on that 2 RBI single as well. First pitch is a called strike 1. Caught the outer half. Smith will get ahead in the count. Norman on third, Rankin on second, Stratton on first. Next pitch, that time also caught the outer edge, and that's strike 2. So Smith, a couple of early strikes here in this at-bat. Again, still looking for that first strikeout. 3 walks. Did get the out on the pop-up over to first base. Here is that 0-2. Swing and a foul tip. Ball hits the dirt, so we'll try it again here at 0-2. Next 0-2 on the way. Pitch outside, but a swing and a ground ball over to short. 4 going to knock it down here, but no play. It'll end up being an infield single and a run coming across to score. Norman heads his way into the plate. And Glendale will make it 9-0. So first hit of the inning for the Falcons. Coming on that infield single. Vore able to keep it in front of him, keep it in the infield. But unfortunately did not have a play on it. So the bases remain loaded, still only 1 out. Bringing us to Kellen Lindstrom. Lindstrom's 0 for 2. Strikeout and a flyout. Swinging away on the first pitch, misses. Strike 1. Of course, I remind you about next week's broadcast. Of course, Waynesville, they'll play at Union on Saturday. They'll travel to Lebanon on Tuesday. That game most likely going to be on the air. Don't know what they do over at our sister station in Lebanon, but I do believe that game will be on the air for you. But then our next broadcast here on 102.3, that'll be on April 20th. Kickapoo comes to town. 0-2 count. Another called strike here against the batter. Here's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. So Smith will pick up his first strikeout. That being the second out of the inning here. Has a chance to limit the damage here despite these bases being loaded. Facing a number 9 hitter. Actually,
Now batting number
a pinch hitter.
Young.
It'll be Ryder Young, a senior infielder who steps in. He'll be the pinch hitter replacing Satterwhite. See if White is behind the plate when we move to the bottom half of the inning. But for now, he'll settle in, right-handed batter. Young again, one of the... I'm going to count him up here. I am genuinely curious now. I've mentioned it a couple times in this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of the 5 out of the about 20 or so Falcons on this roster who is not listed as a pitcher. He's going to watch the first one go in for ball 1, too low. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 20. There you go. I got it right. So 1-0 here to Young. Pickoff throw, or at least a motion over towards second. Stratton getting back in. turn back to the mound here for the 1-0. One ball, no strikes. Next pitch, fouled off to the net. 1-1. Again, Waynesville trying to keep just the one run across here. They have an opportunity. Any ground ball, obviously, go to the easiest bag. Doesn't necessarily have to be to first, depending on where that ground ball might be. Of course, a fly ball is a fly ball. Next pitch to Young. Swing and a miss on the pitch outside, 1-2. Of course, a strikeout also works if you're able to catch White here. Favorable count for that, 1-2. Next one in here from Smith. 2-0. Bounces around. Got away from Vernon momentarily, but it'll ultimately just be ball 2. So 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 9-0 our score. It's the top of the 4th. Glendale out in front of Waynesville. Smith finds the sign he likes, comes set, out of the stretch, the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Smith will find a couple strikeouts here to leave the bases loaded. But Glendale does pick up another run on the RBI single, Carter Lewis. It ends up being 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 3 runners left on base. That moves us to the bottom of the 4th. Waynesville now trailing by 9 here at 9-0. Back in 60 seconds, you're listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Again?
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
What you put off maintaining today could cost you more later on. When it comes to your vehicle's tires, it's essential for your safety and the safety of others that your tire pressure, tread, and sidewalls are in good shape. Drive with peace of mind.
At Clark Tire Company of Camdenton, you can always count on the friendly staff who value their customers. For tire service and maintenance to keep your family safe, stop in Clark Tire of Camdenton.
Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners and are also vital to preserving our fine sports traditions. So the next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Turn on the heat. Call AirServe Heating and Air in West Waynesville and get your existing system checked and serviced. If it's time to step up and get a new system, the Luxair high-performance heating and air equipment is top of the line. Luxair sets the standard year in and year out with new features and innovations in the industry and has since 1954. Your Luxair system is just a phone call away at AirServe Heating and Air at 433-3613 or stop by the office on Historic Route 66 in West Waynesville and ask about the Luxair Advantage. New Year's savings all the way through February at St. Robert Auto Supply, your Napa parts store. Get $20 to $25 rebates on the purchase of Legend and Legend Premium AGM and AAA branded automotive batteries. Since it's the coldest time of the year, several Napa brand battery chargers are on sale too, as well as booster cables. Save 50% on Napa night vision headlights. All the oil and antifreeze you'll ever need, you'll find at St. Robert Auto Supply. And pick up a gallon jug of Peak Window De-Icer Windshield Wash in anti-frost purple for $4.49. This and more at your Napa parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply, where you get the good stuff 7 days a week.
1-0 count here to Dylan Smith as we get back to it. Now a ground ball sent over toward third. Ross coming up on it. Throw over to first is going to be in time. And so Dylan Smith retired as we get going here in the bottom of the 4th. Carter Harbert here with you. 102.3 KOZQ.
Now batting number 3.
Glad you could join me here for some Tiger baseball, even if this one hasn't necessarily gone the way the Tigers wanted it to go. Knew it was going to be an uphill battle. Glendale definitely number 1 in Class 5 for a reason. But Waynesville, despite getting a couple hits off of the starting pitcher, Drew Rapogel, who remains in the ballgame, just haven't been able to string together enough to bring him home. 1-0 count here to Jackson Goforth. First pitch misses low and away. Four hits in the game for Waynesville. 3 of those were in the first. Here's a shallow fly ball, right center. That gets down. Goforth going to hit it where they ain't. So he'll find himself a base hit. Second one of the game for Goforth. Now 2 for 2 on today's game. And so we'll see what Waynesville can do with this base runner. Here's Wesley Dye. So Dye batting from the right-hand side. He'll settle in. First time up, grounded out to short. 6-3 put out. Hogle fires one in. Dye swinging away. Line drive, right side, but hooks foul. First baseman Lewis giving chase on it, but just a little bit too far over his head for him to run it down. So 0-1. We try that again. 0-1 here to Dye. Let's go for it. Takes the lead over on first. Pitch comes in from the stretch. Dye swings again, fouls one off. 0-2. So Dye in a deep count here. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Chase to pitch outside. That'll be the strikeout. So Rapogle records his second strikeout of the day. Out number 2 in the inning for Waynesville. Coming to bat once more. Here, the third baseman, Hunter Althusius. Althusius, 0 for 1 with a fly out to center field. Caught a piece of one, but unfortunately at Coalfield out in center field. Was able to bring it in. First pitch misses inside. It's ball 1. Next pitch on the way, too high, throw down to first. Goforth sliding back in, he's going to be safe. Big jump after the pitch there. 2-0. So Althusius ahead in the count. Bogle will look up behind the right shoulder. Taking his time with the pitch, here it is. Goforth taking off, it's a hit and run, but the hit goes foul. 2-1. Althusius made the contact, but couldn't keep it fair. So Goforth will trot him back to first, and we'll go to a 2-1 count. On deck, Justin Zuber. He'll be up next. Then back to the top of the lineup. Next pitch on the way, the 2-1 called strike. Again a throw down to first. But Goforth slides back in. Goforth being put to work over there on first base. But so far has kept himself safe out there. Meanwhile, a 2-2 count here at the plate for Althusius. 2 outs. Next pitch, just outside, 3-2. We'll go full. Full count, 3-2-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Goforth going to be taking off with the pitch. Here it is, that payoff pitch. And it's going to be ball 4. Good eye there shown by Althusius. I maybe thought that one was called strike 3, but maybe I didn't have the angle on it.
Justin.
Maybe, just maybe. But either way, that does put a runner in scoring position here for the Tigers. Runners on first and second, 2 outs here for Justin Zuber. So we'll see what Zuber can do. He's 0 for 1. His first time up, he also flew out to center field. First pitch, pops one up. Right side of the infield, underneath, second baseman Stratton. He'll make the catch and end the inning. So for the 4th straight inning, Waynesville did find themselves a base runner. Unfortunately, for the 4th straight inning, Waynesville is held scoreless. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. We're heading on into the 5th. Waynesville, well, they're going to need to keep Glendale off the scoreboard this time as we enter maybe perhaps a run rule inning if Glendale's able to once again score in this 5th inning. But either way, we'll find out what happens here in 60 seconds. You're listening to Waynesville Tigers Baseball, Z102.3.
Let's just try not to embarrass ourselves and everything will be fine.
Is that a Pepsi Vanilla?
Oh no, please not here, not now.
Oh, too late. Steve, it's flavor time, baby, and we're coming to you live with the smoothest cat in the city, Pepsi Vanilla.
No, it's not flavor time.
With a flavor so rich and a taste so smooth. It's delicious. It's refreshing.
Dude, seriously, does this always have to happen when you drink Pepsi Vanilla?
Ooh, yeah, baby.
Pepsi Vanilla, now available in 0 sugar. That's what I like.
When the chaos is over and the dust settles, it's a relief to see that big old tree you've always loved still there, unharmed and confident. Confidence that brings about trust and comfort from a full-service bank right here in your own community. Your one stop for savings, checking, home equity and auto loans, and CDs and money markets. That's your protection from the storm.
The Bank of Iberia in 2 locations, Iberia and Waynesville. Come on in to the Bank of Iberia.
Ever think about living to be 100 years old? Well, maybe you will. Hello, this is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. Making plans and being prepared for events in our lives is the right thing to do. At Memorial Chapels, we offer many choices in funeral planning, and we're always available to discuss options regarding how best to fund those choices. Because when it comes to important events in life, you really need to get prepared.
Mailbox It in St. Robert is now your complete shipping headquarters. Mailbox It is a UPS authorized shipping agent. They can ship your package UPS, accept UPS drop-offs, and can accept UPS returns with a shipping label. Add FedEx and the United States Postal Service, and why go anywhere else? Mailbox It is the go-to resource for packing, shipping, printing, and business service needs. Mailbox It is a copy, print, and document service center. They can even print your photos and canvases. Mailbox It, 213 Suite 3, St. Robert Boulevard.
Back here once more. Wayne Bandy Baseball Field, a 2-0 count here to Brooks Kettering as we get back to it. Dylan Smith still on the mound for Waynesville. Connor Harbert here with you up in the booth. 9-0 our score. Glendale leading Waynesville here in this one. Next pitch, a called strike. We go 2-1. Looks like we'll have a pinch hitter coming up next here for the Falcons. Here's a swing, fly ball, left center, and that one gets down, gets past Zuber up to the wall. It'll be multi-bases here for Kettering. He'll head on into second. He'll have himself a leadoff standing double. So Kettering makes it 2 here.
Batting number 27, Braden Biggers.
He'll stand in scoring position now as we get to that pinch hitter. Hitting for DJ Coalfield, it'll be Braden Biggers. A junior outfielder, and yes, not listed as a pitcher. He is one of the 5. But he'll get a look here as he looks to score that run. Mentioned it before he moved on into the top half of this inning, the top half of the 5th. It is 9-0. If Waynesville does give up a run here, I do believe that would turn it into a do-or-die inning for the Tigers. They need to score. They need to get it back to at least within 9 to keep the game alive. But we'll see where the rest of the inning goes. 0-1 count here to Biggers. Next pitch, fouled it off. 0-2. Of course, Waynesville can avoid all that just by keeping that runner stranded on the base pass. Oh, 0-2 pitch. Close, but just a little bit too low. 1-2. Smith came in just before the end of the 3rd. Pitched through the 4th. Gave up the 1 run. Left those bases loaded. 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. Here's the next 1-2. Again, fouled it off. And we'll stay at 1-2. So Smith looking to even up those walks and strikeouts. Next 1-2, runs inside, gets away from Vernon. That'll send Kettering over to 3rd. 2-2 count, but a wild pitch means Glendale has that 10th run of the game, standing just 90 feet away. Standing over on third. Next pitch outside, ball 3. So now a full count here to Biggers. On deck, Sebastian Norman. No changes there. Payoff pitch. Too low. Gets away from Vernon. Kettering heading for home. He will score. And it's 10-0 now in favor of Glendale. So Biggers will draw the walk. Heading on over to first. And that'll bring Coach Wise back out of the dugout. 2 wild pitches to bring Kettering home. And we'll see if that's maybe the end here for Smith or not. That it will be. We'll have another new pitcher into the ball game here. Coming in from right field is Creed Jones. Might he be the new pitcher? We'll see. But tell you what, I'll tell you all about it when we come back. We'll take a short break. We'll come back. I'll tell you who the new pitcher is. But for now, 10-0 our score in favor of Glendale here in the top of the 5th. You're listening to Waynesville Tigers Baseball, Z102.3.
As the years go by, everything gets older. Even the new seeds just planted. Getting older means getting wiser. And in the banking business, that means keeping up with the times. For 112 years, the Bank of Crocker has met the needs of the Fort Wood area and exceeded those needs with the most modern banking services available. With Android and Apple mobile banking apps. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is a click away no matter where you are. Personal hometown service, however, has not changed. That's one thing that's stayed the same as the Bank of Crocker turns 112. The Bank of Crocker, with 4 locations in Crocker, Richland, Waynesville, and St. Robert. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Hey folks, Mike Freeman with Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert, where you'll always get more. With one of the largest pre-owned inventories in the area, you'll get more selection. With a friendly professional sales team, you'll get more customer service. And with incredible deals right now on every pre-owned in stock, you'll get more for your money. Come by Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert today or shop 24/7 at edmorsefordstrobert.com. And remember, you'll always get more when you shop at Ed Morse.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe in a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
For a free insurance review,
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your shelter insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your shelter insurance agent in Richland.
Wondering where to go for care at Phelps Health? For non-life-threatening conditions that require ongoing care and prevention, like annual checkups or colds, make an appointment with one of our primary care providers. When you need immediate attention for non-life-threatening health matters, like a cut that may require stitches, our immediate care clinics in Rolla and Waynesville are here to help. And if you're experiencing life-threatening medical issues, the Phelps Health Emergency Department is committed to caring for you when you need it most. Visit phelpshealth.org to learn more.
Creed Jones, the new pitcher in the ballgame here for Waynesville as we get back to it. A 1-for-1 swap. Dylan Smith now in right field. Jones delivering the first pitch, low and away, ball 1. Sebastian Norman at the plate. 10-0 our score. Falcons lead the Tigers here in this one. Leadoff double to begin the inning. A couple wild pitches brought the runner home. Then a walk, 2 Biggers on that second wild pitch. That was it for Smith. Here's a weak ground ball, first base side, but it gets by Dye. Another odd hop. And that'll be a base hit for Norman. Heading over to third, that'll be Biggers. It'll be runners at the corners, nobody out.
Now batting number 9.
That one kind of bounced between the dirt and the grass there. Dye couldn't follow the bounce there as it basically just rolled right on by. But it got by him there as Norman picks up the hit, his second hit of the day, bringing us to third baseman Mark Ross. Before we get to it, though, our field umpire coming to talk things over with Jones about something. Now we're good to go. So Ross will settle in. So first pitch here to Ross, who is 1 for 3 today. Jones delivers. High, ball 1. Flew out to left in the first. Then he doubled in the third. Then he popped out to first, back in the fourth. It's the first meeting between Smith and, well, at the time, Dylan Smith. Before we get the 1-0, a pickoff throw over to first. Now the 1-0, swing, pop up, but foul. Heading behind us into the road, 1-1. After Ross, looks like it is going to be Rankin, Alex Rankin. No changes there after we saw a pinch hitter earlier in the inning. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jones will look to third, now delivers. Staying high, ball 2. Two and 1. Jones' next pitch. Here's a swing. Fly ball sent out towards center. Moving back on it, the center fielder Emperado, but that one is off the wall. A run will come home to score. Rounding second is Norman. Ball's going to come back into the infield. It'll be 1 run across, but 11-0 now in favor of Glendale.
Now batting
So Ross comes up with the RBI single. He stays over at first. As Norman moves over to third. And that brings us now to Alex Rankin. Rankin 1 for 1, but he's reached base all 3 times today. Walked in the second, scored. 2-run home run in the third. And he walked in the fourth, but was left stranded on third. First pitch, that's going to run inside and hit him. So, Rankin hit by the pitch. He'll find his
Now batting
4th trip to the base paths in this contest. And with the bases loaded and nobody out, brings us to Cam Stratton. So Stratton will get an opportunity once more. Batting from the left-hand side, bases loaded, nobody out. Jones' first pitch runs inside, gets away from Vernon. Everybody's going to advance. Everybody moves forward 90 feet, 12-0 now in favor of Glendale. Well, Waynesville's been fairly clean as far as avoiding the errors go. Problem today, though, has been the wild pitches, especially in these last couple of innings. Runners on second and third now, nobody out. Next pitch, hard hit ground ball, first base side, but foul, 1-1. 3 wild pitches here in this 5th inning alone. One delivered, now 2 high from Jones, 2-1. On Stratton. Got a pinch hitter coming up here, it looks like. Drew Wedgeworth in the on-deck circle for the Falcons. Next pitch, hard hit ground ball over to second. Throw over to first is not in time. It looks like Dye actually maybe mishandled the ball over there at first. Everybody's safe, 13-0 now in favor of Glendale. So Waynesville having trouble picking up the outs at the moment. So Rankin moves over to third. Stratton finds his way to first. On the air. Runs at the corners now, and here's Drew Wedgeworth. Wedgeworth, pitcher, first baseman. This time, pinch hitter. Wedgeworth batting from the left-hand side of the plate. First pitch on its way. 2-0, ball 1. So 1-0 count here to Wedgeworth. Again, seeing him for the first time in this ball game. Batting for Carter Lewis. Started the game at first. Next pitch also misses, 2-0. So, would not be surprised if we saw Wedgeworth at first when we reach the bottom of the 5th. Well as Braden Biggers, maybe in the outfield. Next pitch also gets away from Vernon. Coming home, another runner, 14-0 in favor of Glendale. Another wild pitch. And that'll score the 5th run of the inning here for the Falcons. At the plate, a 3-0 count. Stratton also does move to second on the play. So a runner on second, nobody out, 3-0 count. Jones comes set, next pitch, too low, ball 4. And that walk will bring out, once again, Coach Wise. So we'll have another new pinch hitter, but we'll see if we take another break here for another new pitcher. And that will be, Jones will come out of the ball game now. We'll see who the new pitcher is, but we'll take another break. We'll come back here in 2 minutes and tell you about the new pitcher in just a moment. You're listening to Waynesville Tigers Baseball right here on Z102.3.
The trucks are coming in and coming in. Lowe Chevrolet in Waynesville has vehicles on the lot with your name on it. Stop by and check out the selection. Take your pick and drive off the lot today with a new or pre-owned vehicle of your choice. Lowe Chevrolet can help you with financing, service, and so much more. Serving the community you live in for over 30 years. Lowe Chevrolet off I-44 exit 156 in Waynesville.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Again?
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
What you put off maintaining today could cost you more later on. When it comes to your vehicle's tires, it's essential for your safety and the safety of others that your tire pressure, tread, and sidewalls are in good shape. Drive with peace of mind.
At Clark Tire Company of Camdenton, you can always count on the friendly staff who value their customers. For tire service and maintenance to keep your family safe, stop in Clark Tire of Camdenton.
Althusius, the new pitcher into the ball game here, as we have a few changes into the lineup here for Waynesville. Of course, they've gotten away from the Tigers here in this inning. Still looking for their first out. Glendale already 5 runs across. 14-0 our score. As Althusius looks to, get Waynesville out of the inning. Can't really say stop the bleeding, I can say stop the bleeding. Can't really say control the damage. The damage has been done here in this half inning. But Althusius now standing on the mound. Wesley Dye over at third and re-entering the game. Peyton Breeden, he now stands on first. First pitch here to the new pinch hitter in the ball game, that being Kelson Radford. It's taken for a called strike 1. Next pitch here to Radford. Pop fly, right side of the infield. Calling everyone off his go forth. He'll make the grab and get the out. 4 out number 1. So Radford retired. He'll fly out to, he'll pop out to second. And that'll bring us another pinch hitter into the game here. To see who it is. There we go. Nope, it'll actually be re-entering the game, Graham Satterwhite. So Satterwhite back in the ball game now.
Now batting number 18, Graham Satterwhite.
Satterwhite was briefly replaced by Ryder White, but now back into it. Again, never left the ball game. He stayed behind the plate. Just had a pinch hitter. First and second, one man out. First pitch high and inside, ball one. Next pitch on the way to Satterwhite. He'll foul tip off to the net. Evens the count 1-1. One ball, one strike, and one away. Runners on first and second. Althusius brings the next pitch. Also too high, ball two. And 5 runs, 3 hits, 1 error thus far in the inning. Also several wild pitches, unfortunately. The 2-1s also delivered inside. 3-1. Next pitch. Hard hit ground ball over to short. Throw over to second. Got the no. Pulled him off the bag. Everybody's safe. So they go down as a fielder's choice for Satterwhite as he reaches the bag. An error allows Wedgeworth to move to second. Be an error on the shortstop, Vore. And that brings us back to the top of the lineup now with the bases loaded. But another new pinch hitter in Rex Dieters. So Dieters steps in place of Kettering. Brooks Kettering, who started off the inning. Glendale's officially batted around in the 5th. First pitch from Althusius. High and inside, ball one. Again. Oh. Excuse me. Just looked up and realized they did call him out. Must have changed their minds after the fact. They definitely called him safe originally. Huh. Okay. 2 outs. How about a 2-1 count to plate? Oh, okay. So I was right, but then I was wrong. Here's a fly ball out toward right. Underneath it, Creed Jones making the catch. And that will end the inning. So Waynesville, if they want to keep this game alive, they'll need to find 5 runs here in the bottom of the 5th. Otherwise, this one going to come to a close. We'll see if they can do it. We'll be back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball right here, Z102.3.
Turn on the heat. Call AirServe Heating and Air in West Waynesville and get your existing system checked and serviced. If it's time to step up and get a new system, the Luxair high-performance heating and air equipment is top of the line. Luxair sets the standard year in and year out with new features and innovations in the industry and has since 1954. Your Luxair system is just a phone call away at AirServe Heating and Air at 433-3613 or stop by the office on Historic Route 66 in West Waynesville and ask about the Luxair Advantage. New Year's savings all the way through February at St. Robert Auto Supply, your Napa parts store. Get $20 to $25 rebates on the purchase of Legend and Legend Premium AGM and AAA branded automotive batteries. Since it's the coldest time of the year, several Napa brand battery chargers are on sale too, as well as booster cables. Save 50% on Napa night vision headlights. All the oil and antifreeze you'll ever need, you'll find at St. Robert Auto Supply. And pick up a gallon jug of Peak Window De-Icer Windshield Wash in anti-frost purple, $4.49. This and more at your Napa parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply, where you get the good stuff 7 days a week.
Let's just try not to embarrass ourselves and everything will be fine.
Is that a Pepsi Vanilla?
Oh no, please not here, not now.
Oh, too late. Steve, It's flavor time, baby, and we're coming to you live with the smoothest cat in the city, Pepsi Vanilla.
No, it's not flavor time.
With a flavor so rich and a taste so smooth. It's delicious. It's refreshing.
Dude, seriously, does this always have to happen when you drink Pepsi Vanilla?
Ooh, yeah, baby.
Pepsi Vanilla, now available in zero sugar. That's what I like.
Zach Emperado to start things off here in the bottom of the fifth. First pitch from Drew Rapogel. Of course, Emperado always looking to swing away, sends a foul ball left side, strike one. Connor Harbert here with you today, Z102.3. Again, 14-0 our score. Waynesville, they need to score 5 if they want to move on to the 6th. Just like Glendale before them. Got to bring this game back to 9. Here's a pitch that runs inside. That's going to hit him. And Emperado will find his way aboard. So Emperado takes his place over on first.
Now batting number 20, Ethan.
And that brings us to Ethan Heberling. So Heberling stepping in here, left-hand side, runner on first. Waynesville's gotten a base runner in every inning today. But again, as we've mentioned a few times, the problem's been bringing them around. Here's a foul ball, left side, off toward the parking lot for strike one. Best chance for Waynesville, that was actually in the first 2 innings of the game. Both innings, Waynesville was able to put a runner on third. Unfortunately, despite making contact, Waynesville hasn't struck out a whole lot in this game either. They've just not been able to put the ball where it needed to be. 0-1, taken inside for a called strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Emperado, big jump on first. Here's a fly ball, left side, coming up on it is the left fielder who makes the grab, 4-out number 1. Waynesville down to its final 2 outs. Again, this Glendale team, quite a different look here with all the pinch hitters we saw in the previous half inning. I believe left field. Well, that's definitely not Sebastian Norman out there. Didn't catch a number on his way out there, so we'll just go by left fielder for now. 1 down now. David Vernon swinging away. Emperado taking off for second. He slides in there safely. He's got himself a stolen base. Emperado showing off the speed. As he advances himself to scoring position. 0-1 count. Oh, 1 count here to Vernon. Going to watch the next one go by, but that's called strike 2. Vernon going to find himself in a deep hole here. Two strikes. Needing to choke up. Swinging anything close. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. No, foul tip, but into the glove. That'll still be strike 3 regardless. So Vernon strikes out here, and Waynesville's down to its final out. Here comes Creed Jones.
Now batting 18,
So Jones will get another crack at it here. He'll look to keep this game alive. 0 for 2 in this one. A strikeout and a fly out to center field. First pitch on the way. Jones swinging away. Hard hit ground ball over to short. Throw across over to first. Catch is made. And that'll do it here for this one. So unfortunately, Waynesville falls here tonight. They get run ruled. In 5 innings, they fall to the Glendale Falcons here tonight. 14-0. So we'll do what we always do. Let's take ourselves a few minutes. I'll come back. I'll have my numbers all set and ready to go for you. We'll talk things over, and I'll set you up for what Waynesville has coming up this weekend. And, of course, our next broadcast coming up next week as well. We'll talk about that here in just a moment. But, again, your final score, Glendale 14, Waynesville nothing. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
When the chaos is over and the dust settles, it's a relief to see that big old tree you've always loved still there, unharmed and confident. Confidence that brings about trust and comfort from a full-service bank right here in your own community. Your one stop for savings, checking, home equity and auto loans, and CDs and money markets. That's your protection from the storm.
The Bank of Iberia in 2 locations, Iberia and Waynesville. Come on in to the Bank of Iberia.
Ever think about living to be 100 years old? Well, maybe you will. Hello, this is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. Making plans and being prepared for events in our lives is the right thing to do. At Memorial Chapels, we offer many choices in funeral planning, and we're always available to discuss options regarding how best to fund those choices. Because when it comes to important events in life, you really need to get prepared.
Mailbox It in St. Robert is now your complete shipping headquarters. Mailbox It is a UPS authorized shipping agent. They can ship your package UPS, accept UPS drop-offs, and can accept UPS returns with a shipping label. Add FedEx and the United States Postal Service, and why go anywhere else? Mailbox It is the go-to resource for packing, shipping, printing, and business service needs. Mailbox It is a copy, print, and document service center. They can even print your photos and canvases. Mailbox It, 213 Suite 3, St. Robert Boulevard.
And once again, back out here at Wayne Bandy Baseball Field in Waynesville. This one in the books. Unfortunately, Waynesville falls here tonight. Final score, Glendale 14, Waynesville nothing. We knew Glendale was going to be a tough test. You have to earn it to be the number one team in Class 5. They certainly showed it here today. And Waynesville, for a time, well, they were able to play some clean baseball. Definitely kind of fell off a little bit there in that last inning or so. Committed a couple errors, a few wild pitches kind of got in there as well. But as we always said, and as you really kind of preach at this point, when you try to break yourself out of this losing streak, you want to make teams beat you. And so you have to ask yourself that question here today. Did Glendale beat you? Well, taking a look there, yeah, in the early going, lots of hits. The home run definitely did not help. And then, of course, lots of hits as well. We'll get to those numbers in just a moment. But again, we take a look at the scoring lines in this one. Glendale, 14 runs on 13 hits. They commit no errors out in the field. 8 runners left on base for the Falcons here today. Waynesville, meanwhile, no runs today. 5 hits. They did have 3 of those hits in the first inning, but were not able to really do anything with said hits. They commit 3 errors in the field, and they leave 7 runners on base. It's like I said, Waynesville just really able to get base runners. In fact, did not have an inning here in this one where they did not get a base runner. Avoided any 1, 2, 3 innings here today. But when those runners got aboard, they just weren't able to string enough. And of course, that first inning definitely did not help. Emperado thrown out at third, trying to advance on the line drive single by Ethan Heberling. So it is what it is, but Waynesville, you can say you made contact, you were able to put the ball in play, did not really strike out all that much. In fact, really limited the strikeouts here in this one. 1, 2, and 3 strikeouts given up to starting pitcher Drew Repogel, who does pick up the win here in this one. Repogel, your winning pitcher, he goes the full distance in this one. He goes the 5 innings. Peyton Breeden does pick up the loss here in this one. Breeden going 2 1/3. I do believe 2 2/3. He goes in this one. He gives up 8 runs, all of them earned. So that'll do it for this one. Waynesville, they fall to 1-8 on the season. That losing streak extends to 8 games. They'll try again this weekend. They will head on over to Union. Looks like they've got themselves a pair of games here this weekend. They'll be taking on Union, and then they'll follow that up with a game against Potosi soon after that. We will not carry that broadcast for you. Again, we're really sticking to mostly just the home games for Waynesville, aside from that trip to Licking later on in the season. But we will not carry that broadcast. Then Waynesville will play next Tuesday. It'll be the 18th. They will take on Lebanon. Now, I said you might be able to catch that one. Of course, that game being in Lebanon, our sister station, they will definitely, I believe they definitely do cover Wayne Lebanon baseball. So that one might be on the broadcast. You might hear, of course, my colleague Kevin Sutterfield on that. And then, of course, you'll have our next broadcast coming up on the 20th when the Chiefs come to town. The Kickapoo Chiefs, they'll make their way to Wayne Bandy Baseball Field. We'll have that game right here, Z102.3. But as for this one's in the books. This one will do it. I think we've said all we need to say for everybody back in the studio. Of course, big thank you to Dan as well. I am Connor Harbit. Hope you enjoyed listening to this one as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you here tonight. Until next time, you've been listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball right here on Z102.3. Good night, everybody. Be good people.
You've been listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball on 102.3 on your FM dial. Brought to you by Air Serv Heating and Air, the Marys County Bank, Mailbox It, Lowe's Chevrolet, the Bank of Crocker, Waynesville Memorial Chapels, Ed Morris Ford, Shelter Insurance Agents Dave Holland and John Gregory, St. Robert Auto Supply, Phelps Health, the Bank of Iberia, and the Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company. We hope you enjoyed today's games. We'll see you next time here on 102.3 FM for more Waynesville Tiger Baseball.